Tsleil-Waututh Nations, Christy Lee.
Oh, Hilo, Hilo, hey, oh, Hilo, Hilo, hey. Hi-ya-ho, hi-yo, hey, hi-ya-ho, hi-yo, hey, ah-hey-yo, ah-hey-yo, oh, hey, hi-yo, hi-yo, hey, hi-yo-ho. He-yo, hey, he-yo, he-yo, hey, he-yo, hey, hey, he-yo, hey. Ah, yeah. Amitep Kakwilam. Ah, yeah. Nisiyem, nisiyaya, thikum queenam sep, heichka siyem, nisiyaya, at the skaklia, taliti, humakwim masteo. Thana tenta thalama, thana metatumkin, heitepka, mitep kuiname, te huel mochtama. Thana tenta thalama, thana metatumkin, heitepka, mitep kuiname, te huel mochtama. Nisiyem, nisiyaya, Stetson white stomachs in Stetson, I know. I can swallowing, quits knee, quits nala, ah, yeah. Stetson white stomachs in Stetson, I know. I can swallowing, quits knee, quits nala, ah, yeah. Amitep kakwilam, amitep kakwilam, amitep kakwilam. Heitepka, tansiela kwa, ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Welcome to the land, yeah, Musqueam. Yeah, welcome to the land, yeah, humblesome. This is how we get it done, yeah. Here I am, here I am, here I am, it's me. Here I am, over by the cedar tree. Yeah. Tonight the Junos are gifting, supernatural shape-shifting and uplifting. This is how it be, it's an honor for me to welcome everybody, to welcome every nominee. Tonight we got that BBE, yeah, we got that big braid energy. Yeah, we got that big braid energy, yeah. My kids are red, future looking pretty bright. So now I know everything's gonna be alright. So hold on tight, cause tonight's the night we're gonna celebrate and shine a light. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Congrats to all the winners that the people chose. All my colors turn to rose. And we fly high up into the sky where the eagles fly. Yeah, we fly high up into the sky where the eagles fly. Ah, yeah. Good vibes. This is how I feel. Ah, yeah. This is the real deal, yeah. My heart is like a wheel, like a diamond in the rough in the hurricane, yeah. Tonight we're gonna move and show us smooth moves, yeah. Every day is a new day, never the same. I follow my river, and these dirt roads lead me home. Yeah, these dirt roads lead me home, right to the microphone, ah, yeah. I raise my hands to each and every one of you that came on through, cause tonight's the night, yeah, we're gonna shine bright. Yeah, tonight's the night, we're gonna shine bright. So welcome to the land, RCM, yeah, welcome to the land, yeah, RCM, ah, yeah. Nisiyem, nisiyaya, Stetson white stomachs and Stetson, I know. I think swallowing, quits knee, quits nala, ah, yeah. Heitepka, nisiyem, nisiyaya. Amitep Kakwilam.
Please welcome your co-host for the evening. She's the host of CBC Music's Mornings. She's the star of CBC's hit original series Allegiance, Davnet Doyle and Supinder Rach.
Welcome to the 2025 Juno Awards Gala, presented by Music Canada, coming at you live from Vancouver. Can I get some excitement?
Woo! And even though we are East Coasters, tonight, the West Coast is the best coast.
Tonight.
We'll give them tomorrow night, too. Thank you to Christy Lee. Can we hear it? Oh, yeah. Woo. What a powerful and heartfelt welcoming. Your words were not only a meaningful tribute to the land and its original stewards, but also a reminder of the importance of recognizing the deep histories and connections to the space that we occupy today.
I have never been more proud to be from this land, from this country. Who is with me? And I've never been more excited to celebrate Canadian music. That is why we are here tonight.
And a big welcome to you all, and to all of you watching us from home on cbcmusic.ca/Junos. My friend Andrew Fung said he's watching, so Andrew, if you're at home.
And it's so great to be back at the Junos, and we are so honored to be your host, but you know, this is actually harder than it looks.
Yeah, actually it is. For instance, guys, there are a lot of names that we have to say tonight, and some of them are tricky to pronounce. And I'm not just talking about my own name. Actually, I'm talking about yours.
Oh, mine. Oh, yeah.
Davnet.
Yes.
Can I call you Dav?
Please call me Dav. Do you mind if I call you Soups?
Soups, yeah, I love Soups. Soups and Dav.
Soups and Dav, just like another iconic Canadian duo, Tegan and Sarah.
Or Long and McQuaid?
Long and McQuaid does it for sure. Now, Supinder, everybody in this room knows you here as an actor, and congratulations on your Canadian Screen Award nominations this week.
Thank you, thank you.
Woo-hoo. So, I would say that coming into tonight, I really thought that I would have to give you a crash course in the music business, but it turns out you already know who's who, right? Introduce you to the cool kids, but I found out you have a background in music.
Well, I still want to know who the cool kids are, especially these guys over here. Let's chat afterwards. But that is right. I used to produce music videos. What up, Mad Rock Entertainment? Now let's hear it for all of the producers here tonight. We are the unsung heroes who don't sing.
Yes. Huge love to all the producers in the room. Come on, this might be your only opportunity to cheer yourselves. Okay, and to our special award recipient, Boy Wonder, who is receiving the International Achievement Award. Woo! Woo-woo, Boy Wonder.
This year's recipient of the Walt Grealis Special Achievement Award is an absolute titan in concert promotion and production. Give it up for Riley O'Connor.
Woo!
Woo!
And the Humanitarian Award recipient, musician, activist, and two-time Juno Award winner, Sarah Harmer. And she took the train to get here tonight from Toronto.
She's
so
such an environmentalist. Yes, woo!
We also have a number of Canadian Music Hall of Fame inductees. Sylvia Tyson.
Woo!
Oh yeah. Maestro Fresh West. And the soon-to-be inducted members of the club, Lorena McKennett.
Woo!
And Sum 41.
Woo! Woo!
Now, all of these icons I mentioned are here as nominees tonight. I mean, isn't that incredible? Talk about legends.
Woo! Sum 41 are being inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame tomorrow night during the broadcast show by, get this, Benji and Joel Madden. Woo! Give it up, guys. I'm going to be looking out for Nicole and Cameron. Their induction and performance are presented by Juno's premier sponsor, TD Bank Group.
And for all the country fans, and I know there are a lot of you in the audience tonight, Josh Ross is performing tomorrow night.
Woo!
Now, Josh has had a massive year with 5 Juno noms, including Country Album of the Year, presented by Music Canada.
So, let me get this straight. Bublé, Sum 41, and Josh Ross will be there, along with Aquila, Tia Wood, and Nemesis. Wow, come on! The Junos truly have something for everyone.
Well, I will say Canadian music is known for defying genres and expectations, and it's also hard to categorize. So all we can do is keep expanding and recognizing the incredible art being created across the board. And that is why we have introduced 2 new categories this year. Songwriter of the Year, non-performer, presented by SOCAN. Lots of excited songwriters for that one.
And
South Asian Music Recording of the Year, presented by TD.
shout out to all of our amazing nominees, and a special shout out to our freshman nominees, because this year is truly incredible.
Woo-hoo.
Yes, you. This year, we have 67 nominees making their TD Junos debut. So let's all give them a big round of applause. Okay. Now, about the awards, here's where I get producery. We're gonna have to please ask everybody to keep your speeches to 30 seconds, and I know 30 seconds is short, and it's not enough time to thank everybody that you want to thank, but that is what social media is for. Don't forget to tag us. I'm at Supinder, spelled S-U-P.
You can produce me anytime. Amazing skills.
It didn't work out.
And remember, only the announced winners may come to the stage. Please, we want to get out of here before 12 o'clock tonight. Don't we? And once you accept your trophy, please make your way backstage. No jumping off the front and no crowd surfing, even if you are in Nobro.
Which I am stoked for.
I am so excited to see them play tonight. It's going to be incredible.
All right, so how about we get to giving out some awards? Yeah? All right, let's do it. To kick it all off, we are thrilled to announce the first woman to win Juno Rap Recording of the Year.
She's also the very first hip-hop artist to ever win the Polaris Music Prize. Please welcome to the stage, Havaya Mighty.
Hello, check. Hey, 1, 2, 2. How are you doing, Junos? It's a beautiful room. It's a packed room. I'm excited to be here. Longa McQuaid is a friend to all musicians, and it is my honor to present the Adult Alternative Album of the Year on their behalf on the 20th anniversary of the award. Past recipients include Sarah Harmer, Feist, Gord Downey, and Neil Young. Here are the nominees.
Adult Alternative Album of the Year, presented by Long & McQuaid Musical Instruments. Long & McQuaid is celebrating their 68th year in business and has been a fixture in the Canadian music industry since 1956. Alyssa P., Leif Vollebeck, Tara Lightfoot, The Secret Beach, Wild Rivers,
And the winner is Alyssa P.
Nakormi Mareluk, Nakormi Junos. This is so beautiful and so heavy. I'm very happy to be here. This is a huge honor. I really wasn't ready to come up here. I just got here, literally. This is a little... so I would like to thank all the people that worked with me in this album, Joe Grass, mes gérantes, Elfie Laurie, Bon Sound, Morin, and my babies at home, hopefully watching this. I'm so proud to be an Inuk woman. I'm so proud to be singing in my language, and I would just like to say thank you to all the artists who accepted for me to translate their songs, who meant so much to us since the last 40 years. So, Nakormi Mareluk.
What a way to start the night. Let's keep it going. Here are our next nominees.
Rap Album EP of the Year. Belly. Classified. Deja SB. Dom Valley. Snotty Nose Rez Kids.
And the Juno for Rap Album EP goes to, should we say it together?
Yeah, let's do it. Snotty Nose Rez Kids!
Fucking right, I'm snotty. This not for everybody. Who smoke, we smoke, it's cloudy. 2 shots warm up my body. Still down to paint the town. Lil Minay done came to party. See all my family brown. Word up my Nietzsche Charlie. Hair go down to my waist. Indian car can't pump the brakes. Whoa, my life all over the place. Whoa, ain't no saving grace. No, rock a feather all on my dome. Feel like I'm Kevin Gates. Yo, think I need 2 phones. Still won't answer back.
Fuck's sakes.
I'm just playing, you know.
Was not expecting that. Man, first and foremost, I want to thank everybody that helped make this album what it was, the whole team. I want to thank our partners for holding it down and allowing us to become us and be us. Shout out to Sony, shout out to the management, shout out to the production, shout out to the mixing and mastering, especially our boy Jamie. And last but not least, shout out to the features, man. They really helped make this album what it was. Thank you.
And I think I can speak for both of us when I say that we really love rap music, man. We really love hip-hop, which is why this award means so much to us right now. We made this album to add voices for Indigenous people in the future. We created a vision for ourselves and where we can see ourselves in the future and what Indigenous excellence truly looks like. Our people come from oral traditions where storytelling is important. Our voices are important, and that's why we're honored to be guests in this culture. Hip-hop will always be important to us, just like the art we create, and we're thankful that it's just as important to you guys. Thank you.
Let's go.
Dance Recording of the Year. Deja SB. Interplanetary Criminal, Sad Boy. Rez, Virtual Riot, One True God. Sosas. Wawa.
And the Juno for Dance Recording of the Year goes to Interplanetary Criminal and Sad Boy.
Wow, I'm just a Toronto shorty for real. I want to thank God. I want to thank IPC and his team for having me be a part of this record and being amazing to work with. There's so many people as I look out in the crowd that has helped me and played a really big part in my career, and I just want to say thank you so much. I've had the opportunity to travel all around the world last year, and nothing feels like home. I want to thank Mumsy. Thank you for being the best manager ever. Thank you so much. I love you guys.
I was just gonna say, I was gonna wear that exact same outfit, and at the last second, I changed my mind, and I'm so relieved.
I wish you had. Now, I really recommend that everybody just take a look around for a second at who's here. And no, not to schmooze, well, not yet anyways, but to take in this moment. What a privilege it is to be in this room with all of you amazing artists.
Music is what makes Canadians tick, and I'm not just talking about the people in this room. I am talking about the buds blaring the beaches on a road trip. Woo! The beaches on a road trip. Soups and I backstage trying to make a TikTok to Sports Car by Tate McRae.
Are you ready?
That's it. That's the most dancing I will ever do. Or the dad band at the Legion with 8 lead singers. When the encore comes on, they're definitely playing Take a Load Off Fanny, take a load for free, take a load off Fanny, put the load right on me.
Woo! Dab, you can really
The band,
sing.
baby. Thanks, Soup.
So good. Music has always been the beating heart of this country. And thanks to all of you, that heart is beating louder and stronger than ever. So congratulations on being a part of Canadian music history. Woo!
And we are so excited to bring the next performer to the stage. His debut EP, Noir, introduced us to this astonishing new artist who emanates authenticity and emotional depth.
And he's making his TD Junos debut for Contemporary R&B Recording of the Year, performing his song, Favor. Let's hear it for Avenoir. Woo!
Looking at you must be fake. You should see it through my eyes someday. I'm losing my time, babe. I see a reflection in your beauty, see. It's a whole lot of vacancy, so I'll be more than just a memory. 'Cause I ain't here to waste your time. Tell me who you're gonna ride for. Truth be told, I'm still the realest one that you know. And now do you know wrong? I know you're hearing all the wrong things. I can love with you the right way. If you decide you ain't rolling no dice with me, everything's conditional. Yeah. You ain't gotta hear the things they say. We should cross through time and songs. Getting time, no it's thrown away. You can tell I came for you and nothing else, so let me be the reason that you feel secure when you're all alone. Tell me who you're gonna ride for. Truth be told, I'm still the realest one that you know. And now do you know wrong? I know you're hearing all the wrong things. I can love with you the right way. If you decide you ain't rolling no dice with me, up in my face, ain't true that we opposites, right, but we do try. Speak to my soul, 'cause you stay on my mind since I met you. If I talk about love, could you handle that? Show you can trust in the things that I do. Never doubt in the way that I move. Tell me who you're gonna ride for. Truth be told, I'm still the realest one that you know. And now do you know wrong? I know you're hearing all the wrong things. I can love the right way if you decide you ain't rolling no dice with me. Thank you.
Love you. Love you.
I also love you, Dav.
I love you too. And you know what's great is that the teleprompter is not on, so I'm just going to tell you that every host's favorite accessory
Well, can we
is a
just
lip
give
gloss.
It's perfect.
Okay.
Can we give it up one more time for Avenoir?
Woo!
What a fantastic performance. So, on my TV show, Allegiance, which is on CBC and CBC Gem, my father is a politician, and my fictional dad would be absolutely starstruck by some of the very important guests that we have with us in the house tonight. We would like to acknowledge the Honorable Spencer Chandler Herbert, the Honorable Lana Popham, the Honorable Brenda Bailey, and my boy from Brampton, MPP Hardeep Gurwal.
His worship, Ken Sim. Her worship, Andrea Horvath.
Councillor Alec Guerin, Councillor Wilson Williams, and Chief Den Thomas.
Chief Sherry Lynn Hill. Got a lot of fans here, Sherry Lynn Hill. Chief Clara Salt.
Woo!
Same amount of fans, I love it. We're so honored that you could join us tonight. Thank you for supporting Canadian music and the Juno Awards. It's so important to our industry. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, let's do it. Come on. I love an applause. This year marks the 50th anniversary of Music Canada's Gold and Platinum program, and you may have noticed some of the records on display on our gold carpet wall. And to make this anniversary extra golden, some of these certified smashes from the last 50 years will be playing throughout the show. So keep an ear out, make a drinking game, do as you please.
And now, please welcome to the stage the president and CEO of CARAS and the Juno Awards and the CEO of Music Counts, Alan Reed.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Davnet and Suspender. Bienvenue à tous. It is so great to be back in BC on the West Coast, where I actually grew up and started my career in the music business, right here many years ago. Welcome to Vancouver, especially today, one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Thank you, Mother Nature, for turning on the sunshine. And thank you to the Coast Salish peoples, including the Musqueam, the Squamish, and the Tsleil-Waututh nations for welcoming us. For 54 years, CARAS has celebrated the music of this country and the diversity of Canadian talent, which is like no other. It is our culture that defines the very essence of who we are and will always be the touchstone of what it means to be Canadian. From coast to coast to coast, our artists create music that isn't just loved here at home. It crosses borders, it dominates charts, it fills arenas, and it moves people around the globe. Canada isn't just competing, we're leading. We're the third largest exporter of music to the world, and every one of you in this room is part of that incredible story. Yes. I want to say a huge thank you to our digital content partner and exclusive broadcaster, CBC, for bringing tonight's celebration and tomorrow's broadcast to audiences across the country and beyond. We are incredibly fortunate to have a national public broadcaster that helps tell your stories. And I want to say a special welcome to the new president and CEO of CBC Radio Canada, Marie-Philippe Bouchard. Thank you very much for joining us. Congratulations in your new role. Now tonight, we're honored to have with us some of the visionaries who've helped shape the Canadian music industry, and that's our special award recipients. Congratulations to Riley O'Connor, to Boy Wonder, and to Sarah Harmer, who have not only helped build our industry, but also paved the way and inspired the next generation. And tomorrow night, we will induct Sum 41 into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. Yes. That induction performance will be presented by Juno's premier sponsor, TD Bank Group. Guys, I just want to say we are so honored that you chose the Junos to have your final farewell performance. So thank you so much. We know it's going to be epic. Congratulations. Also, the one and only Anne Murray will receive, will accept the Lifetime Achievement Award presented by the National Arts Centre. Now, this award has only been given out once before in our history, and that is to the Juno namesake, Pierre Junot, in 1989. So we're going to be making some history when Anne Murray is the first artist recipient of this award. Congratulations, Anne. I'm also excited to announce that on May the 15th, the Canadian Music Hall of Fame ceremony will return to Studio Bell, home of the National Music Centre in Calgary. Now, this year, CARAS will be inducting 4 more legends, including Dan Hill, Glass Tiger, Jeanette Renaud, and nominee tonight, Lorena McKinnon. Now, as much as we honor our legends, we also celebrate our future tonight, as we recognize the 67 first-time nominees making their TD Junos debut. Now, I just had the pleasure of meeting many of them earlier today at the TD Junos debut reception, and let me say, 2025 has brought an incredible wave of fresh talent to this industry. So to all the first-time nominees, in a tradition we've been doing, I'd like you to please stand. Come on, all 67 of you, please. Yes, absolutely. Everyone, please raise your glass to the future of Canadian music. Congratulations in your nominations. Now, none of this would be possible without incredible partners who have chosen to support Canadian music, including our funding partners, Factor, the Government of Canada, and Canada's private radio broadcasters, Music Canada, the Province of British Columbia, Creative BC, Destination Vancouver, the City of Vancouver, and the Canadian Star Maker Fund, along with our premier sponsor, TD, and our lead sponsors, SiriusXM Canada, TikTok Canada, and Nissan Canada. Now, it takes a village to bring the Junos to life. I'd like to thank our partners at =MC² Productions for producing tonight's gala, and a special thank you to Insight Productions and their founder, John Brunton, who is celebrating an incredible 30th anniversary of producing the Juno Awards broadcast. So congratulations, John. Also, a huge thank you to the 2025 Juno Host Committee here in Vancouver, who've done an exceptional job. Guys, thank you so much. Our board of directors, and also the hardworking team at CARAS and Music Counts, who work year-round to make sure you have the best Juno experience ever. Thank you, team. You guys do a fantastic job. Now, before I wrap up, I have an exciting announcement to share. Many of you know Gary Slate and the team at Slate Music. They have been incredible long-time champions of the Junos, and for the first time, they will be sponsoring the Walt Greeley Special Achievement Award starting in 2026. Now, that is going to help us a lot. This incredible partnership will now have the opportunity to honor 3 recipients each year, ensuring that more of our industry's most deserving builders receive the recognition they deserve. So thanks to Gary and Derek and the team at Slate Music. And finally, as we gather here tonight, We do so in a time of change in our industry, in our country, and in our world. There's a lot of uncertainty right now, but through it all, one thing remains constant. Our culture is what truly defines us as a nation, and through music, we will celebrate our diversity, our resilience, our shared humanity, and above all, how to be proud as Canadians, as we all are. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing in Canadian music and for ensuring that our voices continue to be heard around the world. Let's have a fantastic night. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks for being here. It is now my pleasure to introduce our next presenter. Please welcome from Nissan Canada, Director of Marketing, Brent Smith. Have a great night.
Hi everyone, I am so excited to be here. As the official vehicle of the Junos 2025, Nissan is honored to support Canadian talent and present the Electronic Album of the Year award. The nominees are
Electronic Album of the Year presented by Nissan. Nissan is excited to be the official vehicle of the 2025 Junos. From the all-electric Nissan Ariya crossover to the Nissan Z, we are extremely proud to partner with the Junos and support Canadian music. Caribou, Ebony, Fred Everything, Kate Trinata, Priori.
And the Juno goes to Priori.
Hi, everyone. I'm a little out of breath because I just walked in. Our flights were delayed, so made it just in time. I can't say I was expecting this, honestly. I make pretty introspective and subdued music, and so for just people to take the time these days in a world where like TikTok and Spotify dictate the music trends, for people to sit down and listen to a long album like this, it's really flattering, and it means a lot to be recognized for that, so thank you. Really quickly, just want to thank my management team. They really, really support me and help me manage all the aspects of my life to do things like this. Just want to thank Elise, my other half. You've been wonderful and really supportive through this. Everyone who collaborated on the album, there's too many to name, but from the videos to the texts to everything, thank you for your time. I wouldn't have done it without you. Thanks. Thank you.
Need to hand out some more Junos. Woo! Guys, come on. I'm sorry. We're going to be here for the same amount of time. We might as well have some freaking food. Okay. They do keep putting me on this little stage because I'm a Newfoundlander, and woo! I kind of feel a little bit more at home on an island. And speaking of islands and Screech Rum, did you know that the king of reggae, Bob Marley, would have celebrated his 80th birthday this year? Woo! And he is actually the grandfather of another king, King Cruff, who we're proud to have with us tonight as a nominee for Reggae Album of the Year. Woo-woo! We're going to get to that award later. For now, our next award is Blues Album of the Year. Now, this award is a huge honor. So when I announce the winner, come to this stage, look right in the camera, and thank everyone that got you here. Actually, no, let me take that back. Thank 5 people tops. These are the nominees.
Blues Album of the Year. Big Dave McLean, Blue Moon Marquee, David Gogo, Samantha King and the Midnight Outfit, Sue Foley.
And the winner of Blues Album of the Year is Big Dave McLean.
Hey, I done got over it. Lord, I done got over it. I done got over the last. I didn't want you to be no
Wow. Special thanks to Steve Mariner, Jimmy Boskill, Jesse O'Brien, Cordova Bay Records. Oh, man. Lettuce, oh no, that's the wrong one. Thank you. Dave Bowen, who was a special guest.
Hey, I done got over it.
Jocelyn Greenwood from Cordova picking up the album. I didn't expect it. I was getting ready to clap for somebody. Anyway, thank you so much, and thanks to everybody else I didn't mention.
Traditional R&B Soul Recording of the Year. Aquila, Benita, Charlotte Day Wilson, Luna L, The Honest Guy.
Those were the nominees. If you missed that part, let's get to the winner. Also with Big Dave McLean, it got to hit different when they play you off with your own music. That's a nice touch. I like it. The winner is The Honest Guy.
This makes me nervous, but I want to say thank you to Navon Sinclair, Evan Miles from Post Office, Mark Costain from Believe, and my brothers Izzy and Ro, and also Zen Soul. I'm so grateful to be here in front of you guys. I went through a hard journey getting here, and I'm so glad that this is mine tonight. Thank you.
Global Music Album of the Year. Abby V, Ahmed Moneka, Didon, Dejeli Tapa, Ramon Chicharron.
And the Juno Award for Global Music goes to Jelly Tapa. Woo-hoo!
Merci. Merci à Juno. Merci à mes ancêtres et aux ancêtres de ceux qui nous accueillent aujourd'hui sur leur terre. Merci à Jean Mascotte qui a réalisé, qui a su comprendre les murmures de mes ancêtres. Merci à Maude. Merci à Guylaine. Merci à Arnaud. Merci à mes musiciens. Merci aux artistes qui ont bien voulu partager cet album avec moi. Car à chaque fois qu'un artiste sort une chanson, il sort une partie de son âme. Merci d'avoir pris ça, cette énergie et de le partager. Merci.
Blending poetry with hip-hop, this Juno-nominated artist is redefining francophone rap. Mêlant poésie et hip-hop, cet artiste, nominé cette année pour un prix Juno, redéfinit le rap francophone. Accueillons Freds!
Bonsoir. Dans un pays où les langues sont nombreuses, la musique dance n'a pas besoin de traduction. In a country with many different languages, dance music needs no translation. Voici les nominations de cette année pour le single Dance Underground de l'année. Here are this year's nominees for Underground Dance Single of the Year.
Underground Dance Single of the Year. Ciel, Destrada, Hernan Cataneo, Hickey and Kalo, Jesse McCormack, Charlie Houston, Bro, Saray Certain.
And the Juno goes to Ciel.
Hi, everyone. Good night. Thank you. This is a huge honor. Well, I don't really know what to say up here. First of all, I want to thank my parents. I kind of found music very early in my life, and it has been a constant companion for me through my life, and I have to thank my parents for fostering that love in me from such an early age. I want to thank my partner, who's always so supportive, who was there with me the whole time I wrote this record. I want to thank Canada Council for the Arts. They helped fund this album, and it was able to make it happen. And I want to thank my agents, my manager, who is here from London, the music scene back home in Toronto. Without it, I wouldn't even be here at all. So thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great night.
I haven't won an award tonight, but I would also like to thank my parents. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Congratulations, Ciel. Now, as someone who films in BC and appreciates the beauty of this province, it's an honor to welcome to the stage the Minister of Tourism, Arts, Culture, and Sport for the province of British Columbia, the Honorable Spencer Chandra Herbert.
I can't say I ever expected to be winning a Juno tonight, And in fact, I didn't, so I guess that's a good expectation. It's wonderful to be here. Hello, I welcome you to the territories as well. It's wonderful to be on the territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh people. I want to thank them, but I also want to give a shout out to all the Indigenous performers tonight, because that's a true history of our land. This is where we are, here in Canada. Are you proud to be Canadian? Yeah? You're proud that we have Canadian content rules so we can hear your music on our radio stations? Maybe? I love CanCon. Sorry, it's a passion of mine. Our government loves Canadian culture. We took BC from the worst in Canada for investing in culture to #1. So tell your governments it's the thing to do. I'd say I love Canadian culture so much. My husband, happy 25th anniversary. It's lovely to see you here tonight. Got a shout out for love, shout out for the families, because we don't get great artists, we don't get incredible producers, incredible music in our country without families that back us up. So shout out to your families. We got to say it, because we don't thank them enough. I just want to finish up by saying thank you for standing for culture. Thank you for standing for art. Thank you for making our hearts sing. My husband and I was going to say, we named our son Dev Juno Chandra Herbert because we love music, we love culture. Juno's also the goddess of childbirth. Give it up for women. Anyways. I just got to say, love you, love culture, love music, go Canada. Thank you so much.
Please welcome CEO of SOCAN, Jennifer Brown, and double Juno nominee for Pop Album of the Year for Bleeding Heart and Breakthrough Artist of the Year, presented by Factor, the Government of Canada, and Canada's private radio broadcasters, Alexander Stewart.
Good evening, everyone. I am so happy to be here celebrating the very first Juno for Songwriter of the Year, non-performer. I want to put out a special thanks to the Songwriters Association of Canada, CMRA, Arts and Crafts, Peer Music, Music Publishers Canada, and the songwriters who have advocated for this distinction, and of course to the Junos for rallying together to recognize and celebrate the work of this incredible group of songwriters who work their magic in the writing room.
Tonight's nominees are truly gifted and have had some of their songs performed on the biggest stages around the world. As a fellow songwriter, it would be an absolute honor to work with any of them.
SOCAN is proud to present the very first Juno Award for Songwriter of the Year, non-performer. Here are the nominees.
Songwriter of the Year, non-performer, presented by SOCAN. Member-owned and proudly Canadian, SOCAN is a pillar of support in Canada's music industry, advocating for their nearly 200,000 members and passionately striving for a fairer future for songwriters, composers, and music publishers. Evan Blair, Lowell, Nathan Ferraro, Sean Frank, Tobias Jesso Jr.
And the Juno goes to...
Whoa!
Passing time, yeah. Ooh, one step to the right, we headed to the dive bar we always thought was nice. Ooh, run me to the left, then spin me in the middle, boy.
Wow, okay, I'm a little bit emotional right now, to be honest. Definitely never thought this would happen. I've been here like 8 or 9 times, and watched a lot of my hits that I wrote get Junos, but not moi, so thank you. I want to thank Jennifer Brown and Alan Reed for making this category happen. My beautiful, beautiful life partner, Kieran Roy, who not only fought so hard for this category to happen, need a man in the room, you know, like feminist hubbies, let's go. But also just for supporting me, always traveling. My stepdaughter, Juliet Roy, and her mom, Amy Janinga, is here for just supporting me so much. And then most of all, Nate Ferraro, all of these amazing songwriters that should have gotten this award once, at least once. Everyone before me, so thank you.
For over 40 years, Factor, the foundation assisting Canadian talent on recordings, has been investing in the Canadian-owned music industry. Factor is committed to amplifying the diversity of Canadian music everywhere, supporting artists, songwriters, managers, record labels, publishers, event producers, and promoters to continue creating and showcasing Canadian talent at home and around the world. Whether it's an artist's first single, album, or international tour, Factor has a program to accelerate your potential at every stage. Factor's funding supports your creativity and enables you to be true to your artistic vision. This past year, Factor invested over $37 million, supporting over 2,400 artists, entrepreneurs, and music events. Partnering with creators for more than 600 sound recordings, over 700 artist tours, more than 500 music videos, more than 700 artist showcases, and most recently, injecting $1.5 million into Canada's live music industry. This is Factor's 25th year in supporting the work of CARAS, a partnership which elevates the voices of Canadian artists, connecting with audiences everywhere. Tonight, upon the unceded traditional territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations situated at Vancouver, five-time host city of these awards, we congratulate the 82 Factor-funded artists nominated for 93 awards in 40 categories at the 2025 Junos.
Please welcome, host of Tempo, weekdays at 9 a.m. on CBC Music. Donnez le bienvenue à l'animatrice de Tempo de CBC Music, diffusée en semaine à 9 h, Julie Nasrallah.
Strong and free and right. Come on. You can all do way, way better than that. True north, strong and free, am I right? Okay, now be quiet. Bonsoir, allô. Je suis complètement ravie de participer au nouveau cette année aux Junos. Toujours un honneur de faire partie de cette communauté et de cette soirée. And now, the nominees for Classical Composition of the Year, Composition classique de l'année.
Classical Composition of the Year. Deantha Edmonds, Gabriel Darmou, Keiko DeVoe, Linda Catlin Smith, Vivian Fung.
And the Juno pour la composition classique de l'année est remise à Deantha Edmonds.
Goodness, Nakumik, thank you so much. This means so much to me. First of all, I'd like to thank my beautiful parents, my beautiful mother, Loretta, and my late father, Albert Edmonds. I would like to thank my husband, Darren, and our beautiful daughter, Annabelle, who are at home cheering me on. I miss you guys. I would like to thank Mark Fewer, who commissioned this work, Ang Malukisa, and Mary Nashuk, who did such a beautiful job interpreting and translating my lyrics into Inuktitut, and to the 4 different composers who arranged my pieces, Bill Brennan, Andrew Danning, Jeffrey Johnston, and Rob Carley. Nakumik, this means the world. Thank you.
Classical Album of the Year Solo Artist. Angèle Dubois et La Pietà. Barbara Hannigan with Bertrand Chamaillou. Emily D'Angelo. India Gailey. James Ennis.
Beautiful. And the Juno goes to, et le Juno est remise à Emily D'Angelo. This gala's got a gorgeous voice. Unfortunately, she's not here to accept the award, so it's my pleasure and my honor to accept it on her behalf.
Album francophone de l'année. Alyosha Schneider. Freds. J. Scott. Claude Pelgag. Les Cowboys Fringants.
L'album francophone de l'année, le Juno, est remis à Claude Pelgag.
What? Francophone Album of the Year? Sick? Wow, this is my first Juno, fourth album. I am very, very happy. Thank you. And you know, it's funny, like the category Francophone Album of the Year, there's a lot of music in French in your life, and you should listen to it until you die, like non-stop, 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 French, 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 and French. Very happy. Thanks to my team, merci à mon équipe, merci à tout le monde. Mon équipe est dans mon dos, they have my back. Jean-François Guénon, Secret City, Pierre Girard, je continue comme ça. Merci. Vive le Québec, vive la musique québécoise.
Now it's time to announce the award for Single of the Year, and I think it goes without saying that this category is for bangers only.
Yes. The list of past recipients reads like a no-skip party playlist. There's Tegan and Sarah's Closer, Carly Rae Jepsen's Call Me Maybe, and Feist's 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's also Promiscuous, Nelly Furtado, Avril Lavigne's Complicated, and Nickelback's How You Remind Me.
Now, the winning single tonight will join the ranks of songs like Alanis Morissette's Ironic and Sarah McLachlan's Building a Mystery, so no pressure.
Yeah, there's no pressure in this category at all. I mean, you're just going to be up there alongside the Tragically Hip's, Bob Cajun, no big deal. And of course, Turn Me Loose, Turn Me Loose. I just had to wake you guys up for a second. Loverboy, of course. Two of the greatest songs of all time.
I've been turned loose. Now, here to present the award, please give a warm welcome to the head of music for YouTube in Canada, Gabriel Obadia.
From breakthrough moments to global recognition, a powerful single can establish an artist. YouTube is proud to be part of that journey, providing a stage for artists to connect with fans, building lasting careers in music. It's my honor to present the award for Single of the Year. Here are your nominees.
Single of the Year presented by YouTube. YouTube is proud to be a partner to the music industry and continue to help artists build sustainable careers on the platform. Single again, Josh Ross. Winning Speech, Karan Ajala. YYY, Shawn Mendes. Exes, Tate McRae. Timeless, The Weeknd and Playboi Carti.
Joining a legacy of iconic Canadian songs like Could I Have This Dance by Anne Murray and Crab Bucket by Chaos, the Juno for Single of the Year goes to Exes by Tate McRae. Can be with us in Vancouver to accept a Juno, so I'll accept it on her behalf. Merci.
Here we go. Guys, I'm so excited to be here tonight. Like, I really am very, very excited. I can't actually believe that I'm here because I'm just so starstruck by everyone in this room. Oh my God, look, there's Sarah Harmer.
Where? Woo! Sarah Harmer. Sarah, thank you so much for coming down and letting me interview you yesterday. I love you. Congratulations.
Oh my God, and Wild Rivers. Did you see that? There's Wild Rivers. Wild Rivers is here.
Wild Rivers, where are you? Okay, I want to make a date with you guys to jam at the after party again this year because that was so fun last year.
And Valley, oh my God, I am such a fan. Valley.
And Valley is just crushing it. Where are you guys? Make some noise. You're in the bathroom. Great. I'll see you there. I'll see you there later.
Wow, Dav, you really know everybody, but you know what? I know A.R. Paisley. Well, actually, my brother knows him.
Well, you know, Soups, I do think you are as much of an industry insider as I am, because I don't even know your brother.
Well, I'll introduce you to my brother one day.
Okay, you are about to witness an explosion of powerful punk straight out of Montreal.
Sounds like they know who it is. They're nominated tonight for Rock Album of the Year, performing Delete, Delete, Delete. Woo. And I don't have an action for this one, but Set That Pussy Free. Let's do this all together. Ready?
Yeah.
No Bro. N-O-B-R-O. 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 N-O-B-R-O.
I don't want to
wanna be on the internet. I don't wanna be on the internet.
All night in a big fight, another red war until I went blind. Spent the whole next day super upset, cause I was on the internet. Thirst trap, what the fuck's that? Found out staying at strangers' ass. House burned down, no money left, but I got a school hat on the internet. Swipe days right and swipe days left, the creepiest guy I ever met. Why are you dancing on the internet? Clicking once and clicking twice, just one click from paradise. Looking for why are people dancing on the internet? I don't want to be on the internet. 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 So nice seeing all your beautiful faces tonight at the Junos. But I gotta confess one thing. I'm tired of my pussy being in a cage. I want my pussy on the street. I want my pussy to dance. I want my pussy to sashay. I want my pussy to get equal representation. I want my pussy to get equal pay. And then I want my pussy to get a raise. Don't talk down to pussy. We all came from pussy. You came from pussy. You came from pussy. Sum 41, you came from pussy. In fact, this whole fucking world, man, came from one giant fucking pussy. And there's enough room in it for everybody to live. And if God is real, his pussy would want abortion to be healthcare. Because none of our pussies are free. Until all of our pussies are free, alright? This next song is dedicated to Say Your Pussy's Free. And it's called Say Your Motherfucking Pussy Free! Wow! Come on, everybody, twist and shout. Let it all hang out. Get your ass on the dance floor. Wanna think big, wanna dream big, but I gotta clean the puke at the bathroom. So I say N-O-B-R-O. Come on, N-O-B-R-O. Come on, N-O-B-R-O. Come on, if you wanna know, baby, this is how it goes. You put your right hand up and your left one too. You put them all together and I'll show you what to do. You set that pussy free. Set that pussy free. That pussy free. Set that pussy free. Let your hands fly high cause you've had enough. You wave them all about like you just don't give a fuck. And set that pussy free. Set that pussy free. That pussy free. That pussy free. Come on, baby, won't you twist a little closer now? Head is in the clouds while your feet are on the ground and feeling glamorous. Scandalous and stoned, but you ain't got no money. Take your broke ass home. Sing it! N-O-B-R-O. Come on! N-O-B-R-O. Come on! N-O-B-R-O. Come on, if you wanna know, baby, this is how it goes. You put your right hand up and your left one too. You put them all together and I'll show you what to do. You set that pussy free. Set that pussy free. Set that pussy free. Set that pussy free. Let your hands fly high cause you've had enough. You wave them all about like you just don't give a fuck. And set that pussy free. Set that pussy free. Set that pussy free. Set that pussy free. N-O-B-R-O. Come on, N-O-B-R-O. Come on, N-O-B-R-O. Come on, N-O-B-R-O. You set your pussy free. Man, set your pussy free. Set your pussy free! B-R-O! Set your pussy free!
what a way to blow the roof off the place. Okay, I'm going to go off script a little bit. Soups, I don't know if you know, but I host the morning show on CBC Music from 6 to 9. I'm going to appeal to my bosses, who are also in the audience right now. Can I play that song on the radio? Woo! I'm getting a full buy-in. Full buy-in. Okay, great. Awesome. I'm done. Thank you. Okay, everybody here knows I'm a Newfoundlander because I can't stop talking about it.
And if you couldn't tell by my name that I'm Punjabi, well, then you've never been to Surrey. Actually, Dav, I've noticed that Punjabis and Newfoundlanders have a lot in common. We both have amazing music, we both have incredible dancing, and we both have great food.
Yeah, Newfoundland has all that too. We've got great music, great dancing, and we got Jig's dinner. If you know, you know.
You know what? I love Jig's dinner, and yes, bye.
Okay. Soups, what about if we call ourselves Punjabi?
I love Punjabi.
Punjabi.
And you know what? I love The Rock. But you know what? Nobody rocks harder than the nominees in this next category. So let's take a look at them.
Metal Hard Music Album of the Year. Ancients. Devin Townsend. Kitty. Spirit Box. Striker.
And the Juno for metal hard music goes to Ancients.
Holy shit. We weren't expecting this. It's just amazing. We quickly want to thank our record label, Season of Mist and Orchard, our beautiful family and friends. Set that pussy free. Thank you.
Music Video of the Year. Adrian Villagomez, Apache, and Wasiu. Jonah Haber, Tinashe. Jordan Lee, Sean Leon. Mustafa, Winston Hacking, Corridor.
The music video of the year goes to Mustafa for Name of God. That Mustafa is excited to get this recognition for such an incredible work of art that he created, but he couldn't be here for tonight, so for now, I will take his trophy for him. Thanks, buddy. All right.
All right.
Traditional Roots Album of the Year. In Echo, Jake Vadaland. La Boutine Souriante, Lorena McKennitt. Sylvia Tyson.
And the Juno Award for Traditional Roots goes to
Jake Vadaland.
Oh my goodness, wow, thank you so much. Just tickled to death about it, to tell you the truth about it. I thought they were joking when they talk about how heavy this thing is. Almost fell about sideways, to tell you the truth. I'd like to thank a couple of people, because I am tickled to death about it to be up here. Of course, would like to thank my manager, Jeremy Johnson, with the Birthday Cake label. Jeremy Jackman at Pecan Artist Agency, Conrad Bird at Midnight Mango, Jill at Jayward Distribution, Arts and Crafts Publishing, Gordon Shannon at Calypso Management, and of course, my wonderful mother and father and all the family, friends and neighbors in Saskatchewan, and all the fans around the world. Much obliged to you. Good night, everybody.
Can we have a hand for those outfits? Woo! We should have coordinated better. Now here to present this year's Walt Grealis Special Achievement Award is a man who has won 15 Juno Awards. He's one of the country's most beloved musicians and one of the creative forces in Blue Rodeo who are celebrating their 40th anniversary this year.
Please welcome to the stage, like a fine wine, Canadian musician, legend, Jim Cuddy.
He's spent a lifetime in the live entertainment business and has done every job imaginable. He was born in Montreal, making him a lifelong Habs fan, which is regrettable, but so be it. His first aspiration was to be a film director, and to that end, he studied film at Dawson College. His first effort was an eco-activism documentary, so his heart was always in the right place. For reasons unknown, he decided the world of music beckoned him, so he began guitar teching for the legendary Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush in the clubs of Quebec. That's a tough job. Next, he headed off to London, where he learned lighting, stage design, high rigging, and the worst job of all, stage managing. Remember, these were the days of excess, and the bands he worked with were prone to excessive excess, like Elton John, Queen, ELP, ABBA, well, maybe not ABBA. But tired of that, he was lured back to Canada by Jeff Perry, and he began his career in concert promotions, co-founding Periscope Productions. He made a whopping $13,000 in his first year, so he must have wondered about his decision. He also dabbled in band management, taking on Barney Bentall, as I was told by Barney Bentall last night, and not by Riley. He did stick with concert promotions, moving on to CPI, Universal Concerts, House of Blues, and ultimately Live Nation. He has sent countless bands across the country on tour in every nook and cranny of this vast country. He staged thousands of shows at the Budweiser stage over the years, both international acts and Canadian acts. And he helped to put on one of the most iconic concerts ever seen in Toronto, Saarstock, attended by over 400,000 people. Amazing. I can tell you that you won't find a better partner than Riley when you tour. He has the experience and savvy to guide you through the wicked winters, breakdowns, cold venues, crowded buses. And just when it all seems too much, there'll be a couple of bottles of beautiful wine in your dressing room to brighten your day. Very nice. Most importantly, Riley has never lost his passion for and love of music. I once mentioned to him that my friend was married to Garland Jeffries, the New York musician, and he wanted to play in Canada. Riley perked up and said, "I love that guy. Tell him to give me a call." And that certainly wasn't about money. That was about love of music. You would think that all those tradesman skills that he learned back in the day would never fade, and Riley is still a very DIY guy. There's a story in the Globe about him taking an axe to a broken door at the Scotiabank Arena to stop the wind from affecting Gord Downey's voice. However, recently, while doing some high rigging at his own home, he fell 3 stories off a ladder, breaking both wrists, some ribs, and yet somehow, knowing what matters in this business, not a single mark on his handsome face. Priorities. Riley is long deserving of this award. He has contributed immeasurably to the Canadian music scene. He has strengthened Canadian culture with his hard work and love of his job. At times like these, when our culture is under attack, his impact cannot be overstated. I am very proud to call Riley O'Connor my friend. Let's see the video.
First show I ever went to was promoted by Riley O'Connor. I mean, growing up in Ottawa, I was always blown away that Metallica was coming to my town, and that's largely because of Riley.
We're a bit of a circus, and he's kind of a ringleader.
He stuck up for those markets that he thought could really work, and they did, and that's because of Riley.
I cannot imagine the Canadian live music industry without Riley O'Connor. I simply can't. Riley came into the music industry from the backstage. He was a technician, a rigger, a driver.
You know, he's a road dog, and that's sort of how he understood, I think, the needs of artists. He's been out there, he's done it.
I met him many, many years ago when he came out here with Norman Perry to set up Periscope, which was basically the first legitimate promoter to hit Vancouver. He played a big part in legitimizing the music business in Vancouver and in Canada.
He's a different cat. He thinks differently. All of a sudden, these guys show up with this new company. He was the underdog. He crushed.
Artists face a big challenge touring in the early days. The Canadian touring landscape was pretty segmented.
A lot of people really didn't have the experience to set up a fluid system.
There was no cohesive strategy and no national marketing or anything of that sort.
All of a sudden in Canada, we had a promoter who was promoting across the country, coast to coast to coast. That meant for us a much more seamless touring experience.
It wasn't until we were able to put together a complete network across Canada that it became, much easier for the artists and for the fans.
Riley's always been a champion for the Canadian secondary and tertiary markets. Riley really waved the flag high for artists to get new fan bases in these smaller markets, and they tend to hold on longer. There's still concepts that we use today, not just for domestic artists, for the Supertramps and the AC/DCs of the world.
Blue Rodeo has played in a town near you. They have come to your hometown. They've played from your high school dance to your smaller arenas as the band grew.
In some cases, you would be going to hockey rinks in the middle of nowhere that didn't even have ice cover. Like they didn't take the glass out for concert. It was the patience to train them how to do it. By default, we think of the biggest things that he's done. SARS Stock, another roadside attraction tour, Springsteen and Bryan Adams tours, big Michael Bublé tours. There are very few shows in Canada that Riley hasn't had some fingerprints on.
One of his incredible initiatives that he did during the pandemic was Budweiser Stage at Home. It was to keep the live music industry working.
He has really championed the development of Canada in terms of developing markets and artists.
For international artists, Riley's contribution has been immense. I'm convinced that he was sending them a map of Canada at one point because they had no idea where Calgary was or Winnipeg was. He was instrumental in educating them that there was real music audiences up here.
Riley understood that in order to build a healthy music career in Canada, you need an audience. And audiences and fans are cultivated.
I think Riley's legacy, without question, will be that his dream was to have a national touring network from St. John's, Newfoundland to Victoria, British Columbia, and he did it.
I think Riley is one of the most deserving people of this award because his passion for the arts and for the musician is always at 1,000%. It never lets up.
You know what I think guides Riley and what he does is his heart. If he believes in it, he's going for it. His legacy in the end will be putting Canadian artists first.
He's made an unbelievably unique contribution to Canadian culture.
Hey Riley, congratulations on receiving this year's Walt Grealish Achievement Award. I can't think of anyone who's championed Canadian music more than you have.
Hey Riley, congratulations on the Walt Grealish Award. Very much deserved, man.
I know how hard you work, Riley, and believe me, I know how well you deserve this. Stay safe, be healthy, and keep at it for a long time. Congratulations, Riley.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to present the 2025 Walt Grealish Special Achievement Award to Riley O'Connor.
In case you didn't know, that's Rush, Spirit of Radio. So I just want everybody to know I'm really nervous. I can't thank this industry enough in this country. And the other thing is that I hate being in the limelight, so I'm just letting you know. So if I fuck up on these little speech I'm going to do, bear with me. From the heart, Jim, thank you, really. To all the Juno nominees and special award recipients, congratulations. Thank you, Alan Reed and the Juno Board. It is impossible to express the humility in receiving the Walt Grealis Award. A true honor to be the fourth promoter to be awarded. Not sure how you sum up a 48-year career in 3 minutes. What is true, though, I wouldn't be standing here today if I didn't have my beautiful wife, Kate, at my side, guiding me through every changing landscape, cheering me on relentlessly every day. Most of you know the hardships this industry creates for family and children. David, Lindsay, Kale, you made your dad look like a musical genius in the choices you made on music. In 1977, my promoting career was kickstarted by my brother-in-law, Norman Perry, who convinced me to leave my stage lighting career in the UK and come to Vancouver. Little did we appreciate how hard it would be to establish credibility in a very competitive market with 5 dominant promoters. The Stampeders were our first tour, playing 13 markets throughout British Columbia. I bet you can't name 13 markets in this province. We became the promoters of the underdog, promoting punk bands and new wave, artists like local favorites, DOA, the Young Canadians, Pointed Sticks, Images in Vogue. With tenacity and building relationships, we caught the attention of local powerhouse and legends Bruce Allen and Sam Feldman. Bonafides established us to become promoters on National Touring Force, and I'm still promoting Sam and Bruce's bands today. We promoted nationally, coast to coast. Bryan Adams, The Headpins, April Wine, Triumph, Streetheart, Rush, Rough Trade, Tom Cochrane, Harlequin, Corey Hart, Shania Twain, Glass Tagger, Jan Arden, Celine Dion, Blue Rodeo, and the Tragic, just to highlight a few of these amazing artists. Canadian music became a part of my DNA, the vision to create a sustainable ecosystem for our artists to earn a decent living. It meant building relationships with venues who agreed with the ethos of treating artists and fans with respect. As local hockey, as in the local hockey, no, pardon me, I wanted to be the artists to be as important as the local hockey teams in arenas and the symphonies that played in the theaters. Here we are decades later, and fellow Canadians Michael Rapino and Arthur Fogle hand me the keys to run Live Nation Canada, with one caveat: grow the business. Well, maybe 2 caveats, don't fuck up. Our Canadian venues are gathering places to celebrate live music, the experience of what our music is all about, a reflection of who we are, a touchstone to what our inner strength and resilience is. Above all, our compassion to welcome and share in our communities. This is not the time to retreat. This is an opportunity to showcase to our neighbors to the south and around the world the uniqueness of our artistic talent in production, innovation, entrepreneurship, and music. Our Canadian music industry has grown, by and large, organically to be a force on the international stage. I'm going to give you some lyrics that reflect the love and character that I believe is part of our DNA. From Rush's Spirit of the Radio, quote, "One likes to believe in the freedom of music, but glittering prizes and endless compromises shatter the illusion of integrity, yeah. The words of the prophets were written on the concert hall, studio wall," end of quote. Now it's time to turn up our Canadian volume. I can't sing like Geddy Lee, but here it goes. Concert hall!
always chalk up nerves before giving a speech to the fact that I care, and it's clear that nobody cares more than Riley O'Connor, so please, another hand. Now, I hope that you're all enjoying your dinner tonight because a lot of energy was put into this menu, and I mean mental energy, not energy, because everything on tonight's menu was locally sourced. And I want to give a shout out to some of those local, yes, Canadian suppliers you've enjoyed, like the Ponderosa mushrooms, and I know how much you West Coasters like your mushrooms, so let's give them a shout out. Winsett Farms tomatoes, and the cress in the salad is from Soul Farms. The salmon in the main course is from the Hecate Strait. And finally, all the wines are from my favorite valley, the Okanagan Valley. So please enjoy them guilt-free except for the calories while we present the next award. Let's take a look at the nominees for Vocal Jazz Album of the Year.
Vocal Jazz Album of the Year: Andrea Superstein, Katie George, Kelly Lee Evans, Lila Bialy, Sarah Jerome.
And the Juno goes to Katie George.
Hello, how are you? Do you think we could agree to act as one instead of always two? So hello, how are you? How do you do? Hello, how are you? I'd really like to know. Hello, how are you? I would really like to go for a night on the town with a guy just like you. So hello, how are ya?
Wow. Thank you so much to the Junos and CARAS for this award. I have so many people to thank for this album. Hello, how are you? And hello, how are you? Good, wonderful. Thank you so much to the band, Thomas, Jacob, Anthony. Thank you so much to Graham Lassard at the National Music Center for mixing and recording this album. Thank you to Ruben Gose, who mastered the album. Thank you so much to my team, my label, La Reserve Records. That's Matt and Jacob Block. I love you guys so much. Thank you to my wonderful manager, Celine Peterson. And thank you so much to Mark, who joined me here tonight. And a huge congratulations to all the other nominees. Andrea, Sarah, Lila, Kelly Lee, I love you all so much. And thank you everyone for being here.
Please welcome the new president and CEO of Canada's national public broadcaster CBC Radio-Canada, Marie-Philippe Bouchard.
Good evening. As a lifetime passionate music fan, I'm absolutely thrilled to be here in Vancouver for my very first Juno Awards. I had the privilege of working for Pierre Junot. He was then the CBC Radio-Canada president when I first joined this great institution in the late 80s. I am humbled and honored to continue in his footsteps by showing up for and supporting homegrown artists and the Canadian music sector. Aux incroyables talents célébrés ce soir, vous êtes le cœur battant de notre identité et vous nous rendez très fiers. Merci. Thank you and congratulations to our wonderful partners at CARAS for this year's edition of the Junos. It is now my honor to present the award for Contemporary R&B Recording of the Year. The nominees are
Contemporary R&B Recording of the Year: Aquila, Avenoir, Dylan Sinclair, Looney, Zaina.
And the winner of the Juno for Contemporary R&B Recording of the Year is Aquila.
You do how you call my name. Sunday afternoon, come and make it rain. Let the flowers bloom, ease my pain. Always tell the truth, can you answer me? Yeah. Oh, what is it you see? What is it you see? Tell me, what do you believe in? Would you keep your schedule free for me? I love it, hear you pleasing me. Go home, get deep for me. This kind of love is free. Go home, I'm listening, you can speak to me.
Wow, thank you so much.
much. Oh my God, this song Bloom is one of the most, oh my God, it's my favorite song I've written thus far, and I want to thank Maya and Jonathan. If I hadn't met them, this song honestly would have never came out. And shout out all the amazing songwriters in this room too, because songwriters, producers, engineers, that all matters in the creation of music. I want to thank my team, Sony Music Canada. I also want to thank my manager, Caitlin, who came all the way from LA to support your girl. I want to thank everybody else that's just making music. Thank you.
Gorgeous. Give some love to all our winners tonight. Woo! While we celebrate all of this incredible music, we must also take a pause to pay tribute to the artists and professionals in our industry who we've lost over the past year. Whether they were colleagues or idols or friends, they will be dearly missed. Here to honor the lives and legacies of those who are no longer with us, but they're still with us. Please welcome a Juno winner and double nominee tonight, performing her song, Light of the Moon, Kaylee Cardinal.
It wasn't always easy, and I know it. Stuck between the coming and the going. No matter how bad I wanted you to stay, only half of your heart was ever far away. Songs pouring out from the kitchen, your laughter ringing, guitars in the hallway, right where you left them. These are the things that I am missing. When the sun goes down, there's still the light of the moon, and I will remember you. Well, I remember you in the bright light, singing songs into the late night, but they all start to fade, turn to dust. Time catches up with the best of us. When the sun goes down, there's still the light of the moon, and I will remember you. If you lived 1,000 years, you'd still be gone too soon, and I will remember you. there's still the light of the moon, and I will remember you. If you lived 1,000 years, you'd still be gone too soon, and I will remember you. When the sun goes down, there's still the light of the moon, and I will remember you. If you lived 1,000 years, you'd still be gone too soon, and I will remember you. When the sun goes down, there's still the light of the moon, and I will remember you.
What a voice. Guys, give it up for Kaylee. How beautiful was that? Thank you for that moving performance and tribute. All of our winners, past, present, and future, become a part of Canadian music history. Now, if you're curious how these winners are decided, some awards presented this evening are based in whole or in part on sales and streaming information compiled by Luminate, the entertainment industry's most essential data partner. Now, let's hand out some more awards.
Instrumental Album of the Year. Disaster Pony, Eric Bearclaw, Ginger Beef, Intervals, Lara Wong and Melon Jimenez.
And the winner is Intervals. So Intervals are not here this evening, unfortunately, because they're on stage in Virginia as we speak, but we'll get this award to them. All right.
Contemporary Christian Gospel Album of the Year. Eleni, Jordan St. Cyr, Ryan O'Fay, Tehillah Worship, Toronto Mass Choir.
And the Juno for Contemporary Christian Gospel Album of the Year goes to Ryan O'Fay.
Oh my goodness, this is an incredible honor to be a winner of this award on my debut album, Restore. I want to give all glory to God. He made all of this possible. I want to thank my wonderful management, Sound Decisions, Lloyd, Shagun. I want to thank every collaborator, Jordan Manswell, Clayton Connell for being executive producers, my wonderful wife, Priscilla, every single person who supported my family. God is good. Thank you so much, Junos.
Welcome to the stage from SiriusXM Canada, Patrick Bateman.
SiriusXM Canada is proud to back Canada's comics who rank with the best in the world. I'm pleased to present the award for Comedy Album of the Year on their behalf. Here are the nominees.
Comedy Album of the Year, presented by SiriusXM Canada. SiriusXM is committed to providing a leading platform and support for Canadian artists and comedians through its significant financial contributions and North American-wide reach. Courtney Gilmore, Deborah DiGiovanni, Ivan Decker, Jess Solomon, Nathan McIntosh.
And the Juno goes to, oh, that's a sticky sticker, Deborah DiGiovanni. Unfortunately, Deborah couldn't be here to accept this award. We wish you all the best, Deborah. We know you're watching. This is now mine. Thank you.
This year, 5 amazing teachers have been nominated for the Music Counts Teacher of the Year Award, presented by Anthem Entertainment. That means 5 teachers are here tonight, so spit out your gum and sit up straight. And I am especially excited that a teacher from my high school is nominated. Not going to give it away, but we are the best high school. Here to introduce the nominees is tonight's winner of Vocal Jazz Album of the Year, Calgary-born, multi-Juno Award-winning jazz singer and songwriter, Katie George.
Music teachers are special. They're the only teachers that don't give their students detention for being loud. Jokes aside, music teachers also inspire us. When I was a young music student, it felt like a faraway dream to one day win a Juno Award. But I'm here now, thanks in large part to the support of my music teachers. This year marks the 20th anniversary of the Music Counts Teacher of the Year Award, presented by Anthem Entertainment. The award recognizes our exceptional Canadian music teachers, and I want to take a moment and shout out this year's incredible nominees. They are, from Dennis Franklin Cromartie High School in Thunder Bay, Ontario, Greg Choman. From Holy Heart of Mary Regional High School in St. John's, Newfoundland, Robert Colburn. From Dundas Valley Secondary School in Hamilton, Ontario, Emily Dominy. From Nepean High School in Ottawa, Ontario, Jeannie Hunter. From Dakota Elementary School in Manipni, Alberta, Drew Van Allen. Could the nominees all please stand up? Everyone give them a round of applause. They've earned it. The award will be presented tomorrow night at the Juno broadcast, so to all the nominees, there's still time to remind your students that you're going to be on TV. Congratulations. And now I am honored to present the award for Children's Album of the Year.
Children's Album of the Year. Kim Gucci, Raffi and the Good Lovelies, Riley Rocket and Mega Blast, Walk Off the Earth and Romeo Eats, Young Maestro.
And the Juno goes to Raffi and Good Lovelies.
Penguin suit, walk and waddle, oh so cute, Penny Penguin. Oh, Penny Penguin. Penny Penguin with your penguin pals, hop and waddle on the snow and ice to the water. Penny Penguin. Slip, slip, sliding, now tobogganing, down, down, down on the ice and snow. Marching, marching, slip, sliding, waddling, wibble, wobble to and fro. Penny Penguin in your penguin suit, walk and waddle, Oh, so cute, Penny Penguin. Oh, Penny Penguin. Penny Penguin with your penguin pals. Hop and waddle on the snow and ice through the water. Penny Penguin.
Well, well, well. I'm thinking back to 1990 when I got the Walt Graylis Award. I'm thinking about my 1994 Juno for Bananaphone. I'm thinking about next year, the 50th anniversary of Singable Songs for the Very Young. And the wonderful collaboration with Ken Whiteley through the years, Daniel Lanois for the first 4 albums, including Baby Beluga. And last year, I had the honor and the pleasure of working with 3 fabulous, talented musicians from the Toronto area, the Good Lovelies. And Sue is here of the Good Lovelies, Sue Passmore.
Working with Raffi has been a tickling experience. It's been so much fun. And on behalf of Carrie and Caroline and I, it's just been an honor to do it. Raffi.
Thank you.
Please give a warm welcome to Grammy-nominated, Juno Award-winning producer and Toronto Maple Leafs fan living on the left coast, Garth Richardson, and Juno.
As producers, we rely on the right tools to bring music to life. From capturing raw emotion to refining every detail, the equipment is essential. Audio-Technica's microphones and headphones are trusted at every stage as a standard of excellence.
And with the right tools and the right producer, we help artists bring the music's vision to life in ways they've never imagined.
This award honors producers who bring passion, creativity, and technical excellence to every track they touch. Their dedication shapes the sound of our industry and elevates artists to new heights.
On behalf of Audio-Technica, I'm proud and honored to hand out my father's award with Hill. The Jack Richardson Producer of the Year Award, here are the nominees.
Jack Richardson Producer of the Year, presented by Audio-Technica. Audio-Technica is a leading manufacturer of audio equipment since 1962 and continues to be a staple for major producers and engineers. Aaron Paris, Akil Henry, Evan Blair, Jack Rochon, Sean Everett.
And the winner is?
No, not the winner. The extra Juno goes to Jack. Get your ass up here. Come on, Jack, get up here.
Colored bean, sugar cane, hitting them 16 switches, candy, apple, green, candy, pains, swirling 24 inch spinners. Swear, don't judge me, baby. You would never judge me, baby. Bottle in my hand, my whiskey applied to.
Thank you so much. I want to thank the Junos. I want to acknowledge the other nominees, Aaron, Akil, Evan, Sean. You guys are all amazing. And quickly thank my manager, Christian, my publisher, Annie, my family, and my partner, Clara. Thank you so much.
Behind every winner of Producer of the Year, there is a woman named Clara, basically telling him the names of the other people in the category. I love that. You're the best.
Can I get a vibe check? How is everybody feeling? Yes.
Okay, this year marks some big anniversaries in the Canadian music industry. The Canadian Musical Reproduction Rights Agency is turning 50. That's half a century of distributing mechanical royalties, AKA money, and looking like royalty while they do it.
Money. And congrats to the Canadian Independent Music Association on their 50 years of championing Canada's independent music sector. Yeah, give it up. And to Network Records for a big 40 years of repping Vancouver's indie scene.
Cheers to all of you. Thank you for the impact you've made and for continuing to shape the Canadian music landscape. Now let's give out some more awards, Soups.
More awards. I just got used to chanting no, bro, so more awards. Let's go.
Jazz Album of the Year, Solo. Andre Leroux, Audrey Okoha, Jocelyn Gould, Larnell Lewis, Mark Kelso.
The Juno for Jazz Album of the Year Solo goes to Andre Leroux. Well, Andre couldn't be here tonight because, well, he is a very busy man. He's performing around the world, but we will make sure that he gets this Juno. Thank you.
Woo!
Album Artwork of the Year. Eric M. Grice, Vanessa Elizabeth Hines, Gabrielle Noel Altros, Key Avu, Jacqueline Beaumont, Fatine Violette Sabiri, Keenan Gregory, Kevin Hearn, Lachlan Reed, Antoine Jean Mounen.
And the Juno goes to
Keenan
Gregory.
Gregory.
There's too many people. Thank you guys. I got to thank Royal Tusk. Thank you guys for taking a chance on me. Every time we work together, there's this perfect blend of you guys pushing me and giving me room to play, and that collaboration is it's so important. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. Thank you guys for taking a chance on me. This is awesome. Thank you. Cheers.
Reggae Recording of the Year. Exo Levi, King Cruff and Runkus, Lee Scratch Perry and Bob Ridham, Sky Star, Tanya P.
All right, the Juno for Reggae Recording goes to Esco Levi.
He couldn't make it.
No.
So he could not make it, and we are very happy to accept this Juno on his behalf, as he couldn't make it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, if you're watching at home on cbcmusic.ca/Junos, thank you so much for joining us. If you can, please try and see all of these performers tonight live because the energy they brought to this room is incredible. There is nothing like live music.
Truly. This year marks the 10th anniversary of the Alan Slate Juno Masterclass. This development program gives emerging Canadian artists the tools to make their Juno dreams a reality. Just look at some of the program's talented alumni. Abigail Lapel, Charlie Houston, Havaya Mighty, and Sebastian Gaskin are all nominated this, yes, Sebastian Gaskin. And they're all nominated tonight.
And it's so important to support and prepare our up-and-coming artists for their big moment. And for our next performer, that moment is right now, here in this room. She's a classically trained vocalist who has appeared on stages across the world. And she is one of 4 Alan Slate Juno Masterclass artists selected this year to perform tonight. Please give a warm Junos welcome to Canada's nostalgic pop queen. Here's Hayley Blay.
Jenny's got it down in Texas. Goddamn battle of the sexes. My songs will make sense in 30 years. The rock sweet are getting softer. Someone call a doctor. I'm getting thinner. But you always hold me close and whisper. You always hold me close and whisper. You always hold me close and whisper, baby, you're going in. My heart is trying to touch you, so my hands don't have a use anymore. Education's everybody's business, and you have the highest score. All
someone takes their moment and makes the most of it. That was incredible. Give it up one more time for Haley Blake. I have some good news. Dinner is just about over, which means it's almost time to announce the winner of the 50-50 draw. Okay, I'm just kidding. Nothing scares the Canadian crowd more than potentially missing a 50-50 draw, but don't worry, tomorrow night you will have your opportunity during the broadcast. So get your numbers in the concourse and maybe even take home a big old jackpot. Musicians, you might even be able to pay your rent. Who knows, 50-50. And the best part of it, the funds will support local music programs through Music Counts. Okay? And while we're on the subject, if you're able, I'd really encourage you to consider making a donation tonight to Music Counts. If every single person in this room donated just $10, that would be enough to provide instruments and gear to a school that would last for over 10 years and impact thousands of students. Students who could end up on this stage one day. So please remember to donate using the QR code on your table, or else I'll be standing outside on the way out and you can just give me 10 bucks. Especially you, Maya. All right, let's get back to handing out some awards. 10 bucks, baby.
Contemporary Roots Album of the Year. Abigail Lapel, Boy Golden, Donovan Woods, Julian Taylor, Kaya Cater.
And the winner is Kaya Cater.
Thank you so much to my mom and my dad who are here in the audience. Thank you to my love, my partner, Andrew, a partner in all things. Thank you so much to Tony Tarleton from Acronym Records. Strange Medicine, it was an album about joy, about resilience. It was an album that speaks to being more than your trauma. We are more than our trauma. Man, this is incredible. Thank you so much to everyone who's been part of this record process. I love you, I love you, I love you.
Recording Engineer of the Year. George Serra, Hill Korkutis, Mitch McCarthy, Serban Genya, Sean Everett.
And the Juno goes to Serban Genya.
Please, please, don't bring me to tears when I just did my makeup.
Serban was not able to be here tonight. He's already had a record-breaking year, and this Juno is going to be the icing on the cake, the cinnamon on the espresso. Big thanks on his behalf. I'm just going to take this. See ya.
Welcome to the stage, Métis writer and producer who leads creative for Destination Indigenous and serves as the executive editor of Nations magazine, Zane Buchanan.
Destination Indigenous is a global leader in Indigenous-led experiences, committed to amplifying the voices of Indigenous creators, artists, and multidisciplinary storytellers from coast to coast to coast. As a proud member of the Métis Nation, I am honored to present the Contemporary Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year Award on their behalf. Here are the nominees.
Contemporary Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year. presented by Destination Indigenous. Honoring the past, celebrating the present, and empowering the future of Indigenous communities through authentic tourism experiences. Adrian Sutherland, Kaylee Cardinal, Sebastian Gaskin, Snotty Nose Res Kids, Tia Wood.
And the Juno Award goes to Sebastian Gaskin.
Turn off the TV. I don't wanna see it. They play it on repeat. It's just like the ending of the season. The castle is burning. The people are angry. The world is coming to an end, but still I see everybody laughing.
Oh my God. Firstly, I want to thank my love, Catherine, for always supporting me. I want to thank my manager, Matt Maw, and Akeem Herbert, for keeping everything in line while I focus on being an artist. I want to thank everybody at Issue Day, Amanda, Shoshona, Aaron, Abby, everybody at Universal, Ivan. Oh my gosh, this means the world to me. I worked really fucking hard to get here. So thank you so much. Have a great night.
Welcome to the stage, CEO of Music Canada, the trade association representing Canada's major labels, Patrick Rogers.
It is my absolute pleasure to. Oh. It is. As I was saying, it is my absolute pleasure to represent Music Canada as the presenting sponsor of tonight's event on behalf of Canada's major labels, Sony Music Entertainment Canada, Universal Music Canada, and Warner Music Canada. It's great to stand here and look out at all of the nominees and feel the undeniable amount of talent and success that is buzzing around the room. But I'm a policy guy who spends most of his days explaining the music sector to people who have no idea about how hard you work, how dedicated your teams are, and the talent that it takes to get you here. So when I look out at this crowd, I also see the writing, the recording, the distribution, the artwork, the playlist curation, the pitching, the launches, the merch, the show booking, the show advancing, the actual shows. The driving from gig to gig and home again, not to mention all of the social media promotion and brand building that it takes to get here. And it's why me and my team at Music Canada are so focused on making sure that Canada continues to be a place where you can do all of that and compete in the global music industry. Because today, Canadians, your fans, can listen to any song ever recorded from anywhere in the world, from any point in history, at any time, anywhere, and they pick your song. So while you put everything into making the greatest music in the world, we will work on your behalf on copyright law, a future of AI that supports human creativity, not the robots, and Canadian digital regulation with the sole focus of making sure that artists get paid when their music is played. Have a great night.
Hello. I am down here with the friends and family of Sum 41. Hi, guys. Are you as excited as I am about you guys closing out the big show tomorrow night?
I don't know. How excited are you?
We're not going to go there. How excited are you?
It's going to be fun. I think so. Yeah. It's our last show ever. So.
What about you?
We're honored. It's crazy to be able to finish this career with our last performance at the Juno Awards. Especially since we've lost so many times to Nickelback.
I think you're going to have your Susan Lucci redemption moment tomorrow night, which is going to be great. And I cannot tell you how much we are all so excited for that tomorrow night. And we're also really proud of you. So tune in tomorrow night on CBC. This year, SOCAN is celebrating its 100th anniversary. What an incredible milestone for music in this country. Here's to a century of championing Canadian music and the creators and publishers behind it. Now please welcome to the stage SOCAN's Vice President, Creative and Member Relations, Cameron Kennedy. He wears a beard very well. Joining Cameron, she is known for her powerhouse vocals, chart-topping hits. She's a multi-platinum artist nominated for Pop Album of the Year tonight. Give it up for Jamie Fine.
Good evening, everyone. Canadian songwriters have given the world some of its most iconic songs. Melodies that move us, lyrics that stay with us, and at the heart of every great song is a songwriter. And tonight, we celebrate the best of the best.
This year's nominees have not only written chart-topping hits, but have also created music that continues to resonate deeply with audiences all around the world.
SOCAN is honored to once again present the Juno Award for Songwriter of the Year. Here are the nominees.
Songwriter of the Year, presented by SOCAN. Member-owned and proudly Canadian, SOCAN is a pillar of support in Canada's music industry, advocating for their nearly 200,000 members and passionately striving for a fairer future for songwriters, composers, and music publishers. Abel Tesfaye, A.P. Dillon, Jesse Reyes, Mustafa, Nema Hassan.
And the winner is Mustafa. Better speech than this, but he's unfortunately not here, so I will say a very heartfelt thank you. Enjoy the night, guys.
While we toast the best music of 2025, let's also take a minute to celebrate the real heroes, the accountants. The brave souls who have rescued us here tonight from having to do math.
The Juno Awards submission, nomination, and voting process would not be possible without the help of PwC Canada, trusted partner of the 2025 Juno Awards.
And it also takes all of you, our Academy delegates, music advisory committees, and judges that take the time to really listen and vote. You are the reason these artists are walking on stage tonight to be recognized, so cheers to you.
And now, here are your nominees for Traditional Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year.
Traditional Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year. Black Bear Singers, Brianna Lizotte. Cree Confederation, Northern Cree, Young Spirit.
And the Juno goes to, all right, Soups, Black Bear Singers!
Gine preparado.
Tá. Sinal.
Tudo.
Vamos lá.
Quaixkina. Mi west nui danan kishamando ekimer wak. Na bimadziu ino kamutak mewata. Kiriga nim kwermanak. Nugukum nanak, numushum nanak, nuidjanak. Kaki gari wakoda. We want to give a shout out to the brothers and sisters that are back home. And shout out to all of our families, friends, and fans that supported us. And shout out to all the other nominees that were there tonight. And shout out to our producer from Tribal Spirit Music. Thank you. Miigwech.
Adult Contemporary Album of the Year. Afroz, Kaylee Cardinal, Kelly Loader, Maddie Ritter, Maya Davies.
Yeah, I got it. And the Juno for Adult Contemporary Album of the Year goes to
Maya Davies.
Hi, all my friends. This is extremely, extremely meaningful to me, if you will bear with me for a second, because after many years of writing songs for other people and making some different records, a few years ago I went through a very, very difficult experience. And while I was chasing and working at my dream in the music industry, I survived a situation of very serious and prolonged abuse. And at my most isolated and my darkest, songwriting and music making came to my rescue and quite literally gave me my voice back. And so I would like to thank the Junos for celebrating my work, and with it, the commitment to the safety of women in the music industry, and the deep humanizing power of self-expression and art. Thank you to Acronym Records, thank you to my manager Dan Hand, and thank you to my father Bob Davies, and everyone back home in Montreal. Merci du fin fond de mon cœur. Bonsoir.
What a great speech. Let's hear from Maya. Wow. Now, I am so excited for this next moment. Are you ready? South Asian Music Recording of the Year is yes! It's presented by TD, who, fun fact, also gave me my first acting job. So thank you, TD. TD is honored to be the, thank you, yeah. You gotta start somewhere, right? TD is honored to be the inaugural sponsor of this new award, celebrating the best of South Asian artistry at the Junos for the very first time. What, I'm gonna cry. What a moment. And to present this award, please welcome an actor and producer that is globally recognized, and my mom loves her, the queen of Punjabi film, a big old Sat Sri Akal to Neeru Bajwa.
Sat Sri Akal. She's actually going to make me cry now. Good evening. TD is helping fans feel closer to the music and artists they love. As a proud inaugural sponsor of the 2025 South Asian Recording of the Year, TD is honored to acknowledge and most of all celebrate the talented artists nominated in this new category. This is a milestone for the Junos, and as a long-standing sponsor, TD is happy to join in supporting tonight's recognition as the music industry comes together to shine an even brighter spotlight on the power of music across genres, languages, and diverse voices. With a true commitment to supporting music across Canada, I'm so proud to present this momentous award on behalf of TD. Here are your nominees for the 2025 South Asian Recording of the Year.
South Asian Music Recording of the Year. A.P. Dillon, Chaninatan Inderpal Moga, Jazzy B. Jonita Gandhi, Karan Ajala. Yasin produced and Sundeep Narayan.
And the Juno goes to A.P. Dillon. So unfortunately, AP couldn't be with us today, but I'm honored to accept this award on his behalf. I'll make sure he gets it. Thank you. Thank you. Punjabi aage hoy, I had to do it.
I think we can all agree that the Canadian music industry is full of great people. Look around you. I mean, this is the only award show people actually apologize for winning. So sorry.
Sorry, I'm still obsessed with Niru Bajwa. And we were both wearing red. Oh, Niru, I'm going to find you later. And I'm also sorry to say that among all of you amazing people, that there is one who rises above the rest. It's time to present the 2025 Humanitarian Award.
Woo! This award recognizes the Canadian musician for their outstanding humanitarian efforts.
And this year, we are honoring 8-time Juno nominee and 2-time winner. Let's hear it for Sarah Harmer. Woo!
I almost passed out in the back when I saw him in the flesh, because guess who was presenting Sarah with the award?
Who?
Guess.
Who?
Guess. TV host and Canada's own environmental daddy. I'm talking about Dr. David Suzuki.
But first, let's take a look at Sarah's dedicated work that we honor tonight.
Very pleased today to introduce Sarah Harmer, who's the co-chair of the Reform Gravel Mining Coalition.
Sarah's dedication is unbelievable. I mean, I think she's been at this on and off for 20 years. I remember watching the video, the Escarpment Blues video that she did. I mean, she physically walked the escarpment.
I think it starts with her family. They're a very musical family. Her parents, especially her mother, was a great social activist. They really believe in the causes espoused by the folk movement. Sarah and her mother and her neighbors founded Pearl over 20 years ago to fight the Mount Nemo Nelson Aggregate proposal. And she did that, and the people were saying, we can't do this on an ad hoc basis, we need to formalize. And we brought citizens and experts together to create a movement around protecting people from aggregate and connecting people. Aggregate is anything we use to make concrete or build our roads. It's primarily gravel, but the carbon footprint on gravel is absolutely enormous.
Extraction of gravel and quarries from blasting creates dust, which is a carcinogen. There's no safe limit of exposure. It causes respiratory diseases and cancer over the long term. Government policy does not require a gravel mining company demonstrates there's need for the gravel they're producing. There's an almost 40-year supply of gravel that's already been licensed.
We've taken too big a bite of the apple, my generation, in terms of consuming aggregate. Sarah has blown the whistle on the industry and blown the whistle on government. We all have an obligation to think globally and act locally, and Sarah is the embodiment of that.
She is fierce in standing up for her community and standing up to the greedy gravel Goliaths.
Sarah Harmer has traveled Ontario, meeting with citizens groups for all manner of fights, not just aggregate. She's involved in Indigenous rights. She's been part of my work to deal with Aboriginal cultural heritage. She supports many other different social justice causes. I expect 20 years from now, we'll be talking about Sarah Harmer in the same way that we talk about David Suzuki or Bob Hunter, some of the real great leaders of the environmental movement.
What I always like to say to people is that there's a contest going on over our future. There are those who are trying to protect the environment and work for social justice, and there are those who are working to undermine that. I so appreciate Sarah for calling out to people, both in her activity, in her advocacy, and her singing, to come join the struggle for a just, livable future.
Welcome scientist, activist, broadcaster, and the former host of CBC's The Nature of Things, David Suzuki.
I'm here to introduce Sarah. Thank you. Thank you. As an environmentalist, I take this opportunity to acknowledge the vital importance music plays in our lives and to causes like mine. It's always astounded me to see how music cuts through all of the arguments, debate, and rationalization to go straight to the heart in a way nothing else does. It can unite us with anthems like We Shall Overcome. In 1975, women went on strike in Iceland and were galvanized into a movement by the anthem translated as Onward Girls that overturned patriarchy. Music lifts us up with dreams like Lennon's Imagine, opens our eyes like Bruce Coburn's If a Tree Falls, and stiffens our resolve with Midnight Oil's Beds Are Burning. Music matters. I was thrilled to meet Sarah Harmer at an event opposing a gravel pit on the Niagara Escarpment, and when she sang Escarpment Blues, I saw she understood the message of environmentalism, that everything is connected, that digging a hole in the escarpment has repercussions for the entire watershed and beyond to the Great Lakes. But what moved me most was her love of the escarpment as part of her home and her passion to fulfill a responsibility to protect that bit of the planet. You see, the problem for Mother Earth is that in our drive for economic opportunity, there is no reciprocity in what we do. By acknowledging the generosity of Mother Earth, we must assume a responsibility for how we affect nature's resilience and integrity. Sarah understands that issues like hunger and poverty, social justice, patriarchy, equity, and the environment all reflect the way we live and treat each other and Mother Earth. If you're starving or your water's polluted or you're fleeing war, survival comes before worrying about the environment. So those issues must be our issues. Sarah knows that the global eco-crisis cannot be resolved without transformation of how we live and treat each other. She joined with the Nobel Women's Initiative, created by Nobel Peace Prize women, whose goal is, quote, rejection of war, militarism, violence and discrimination, where peace and security are built on feminist principles, human rights, the environment, and equality for all people and communities." End of quote. With the Nobel Group, Sarah toured Central America to witness and support women fighting discrimination, violence, and the ravages of mining. Then, with the Nobel Initiative in Canada, Sarah listened to Indigenous women from communities along pipeline routes, and she became an official intervener at hearings on the Enbridge pipeline. I could go on and on listing her record of activism, but you can see why she richly deserves the Juno Humanitarian Award. On behalf of all who love our children and this earth and hope for a better future for them both, thank you, Sarah, for your dedication and your music that touches our hearts and reminds us what really matters most. Congratulations to Sarah Harmer, this year's Humanitarian Award winner. Come on up, Sarah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is a huge honor. Thank you to the Junos Committee. Thank you so much to David Suzuki for being a lifelong example and inspiration for so many of us. I want to thank my mom, Isabel, who's not here tonight, but who is with me always. As a fierce and loving defender of what is right, she is not afraid to stand up in the face of corporate ideas, dominance, disrespect of the planet. I'd like to thank people who have helped me so much in my music career that has been somewhat unconventional at times, veering off away from putting out albums and writing songs. People like Jack Ross, my agent, Patrick Sambrook, my first manager and dear friend, Claire Rosenbaum. Thank you for your support. You know, when I started out making music, I never really wanted to be a solo artist. I always wanted to be in a band. I always wanted to be in a shitty van driving across Canada, loading the gear, telling stories, being paid by beer. That's what I wanted, because I know it's a team sport. And when I started to get involved, when I first got involved and went to a public meeting about protecting a part of the planet that I knew, part of the world that I knew was special, that UNESCO had recognized as a World Biosphere Reserve, I knew that I couldn't do that by myself. It's not possible to do these things by yourself. It's a team effort. And so I share this award with so many community volunteers across the country who donate their time, all over the place, unsung, people who stand up and organize, write submissions to government, go to boring meetings, get organized and stand up collectively in the face of a neoliberal corporate paradigm that is on its way out. We need to stand up for the living world that underpins our lives. We are nothing without the land and the water, and I want to recognize and appreciate the backbone of Indigenous communities across this country. I have learned so much having the opportunity to travel from Nunavut to British Columbia up to Labrador. I've been so privileged. With that privilege comes responsibility. So I ask and thank all of you who are doing your part, and I ask you all to continue to use your gifts, use your opportunity and responsibility, use your time at the microphone to throw your weight behind community efforts. We can do this together. There's so much to achieve. We have a climate crisis staring at us. We have a big need to get together and strengthen our communities, strengthen our Canadian culture. Thank you to the Junos for this recognition. I appreciate you all. Thank you.
So incredible, so incredible.
So it's almost time. We're about to see our final performance, but before we throw to that, I don't want you to miss a different kind of performance. There is a spectacular Junos drone show. That's right, I said drone show, lighting up the night sky over Stanley Park at 9:30 p.m. tonight, brought to you by Pixel Sky Animations.
That sounds amazing and definitely something to flag for later when you're outside standing around. But let's get back to our stage for our final performance.
Yes, this next act has performed at venues and festival stages all over the world. And he is tonight's winner for Contemporary Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year, presented by Destination Indigenous. You know who I'm talking about.
Performing medicine. Here's Sebastian Gaskin.
Cancer, and she got me so enamored, and she got the golden standard, and she hold me down when I'm touching road, give it to me dirty when I'm getting home, and give it to me straight when I'm making so out of character when I'm out the dome, and she got me locked. If you're with it, we should kick it when I'm back in town. Yeah, I'll be there in a minute, baby, hold it down. Cause you know I've been smoking and it's liquor brown. And I'm about to tell you how I feel right now. Cause lately I've been starving and I'm trying to eat. Sunday morning we be tangled in the sheets. Cause I've been on the road for like a couple weeks. And baby, we ain't nothing but some lovers, and she got me like if you're with it, we should kick it when I'm back in town. Yeah, I'll be there in a minute, baby, hold it down. Cause you know I've been smoking and it's liquor brown. And I'm about to tell you how, hey. And ooh, sometimes it gets complicated, stuck in miscommunication. Sometimes we get frustrated, but I'm here for you, and everything you do got me feeling like we made it. Finally on top, we sang it. Girl, you got me like, hey, hey. Girl, you got me like. White people, you can sing this part too. Hey, hey. Girl, you got me. Thank you.
Please welcome back. Veuillez accueillir à nouveau Julie Nasrallah.
What up, y'all? You hanging in there? Are ya? Do you know it's not even 9 o'clock? All right. Bonsoir. Allô. Allô tous les Français, là. Les Québécois. Woo! And now, let's meet the nominees for Classical Album of the Year, Small Ensemble. Et maintenant, faisons connaissance avec les nominés dans la catégorie Album classique de l'année, Petit Ensemble.
Classical Album of the Year, Small Ensemble. Canadian Art Song Project, Collectif Neuf. Infusion Baroque, Karina Gauvin, St. John Mercer Park Trio.
And the Juno Award goes to, et le Juno est remise à Collectif Neuf.
Merci énormément. On est tellement, on pleure même. On est tellement émus. Thank you so much. This is it's a big honor. There's so many very beautiful and creative albums in this category, and we're so thrilled to be part of this. This album was very special for us. It was created at a moment when we felt we needed moments of reflection and coming together, to gather together, to have these moments truly, truly together. Thank you to Thibaut for the beautiful conception and arrangements for this album. It wasn't just the three of us in the album, we were a huge team. We worked really closely with some composers, and we have a special thought for Jocelyn Morlock, who is on this album, who we lost in 2023, a beautiful artistic soul, and we hope that our music can help her spirit and her soul and her sensitivity live on as we search for compassion in music, in our collectivity together. Thank you so much.
Jazz Album of the Year, Group. Andy Milne and Unison. Karn Davidson 9. Christine Jensen Jazz Orchestra. Jeremy Ledbetter Trio. Ragaverse.
And the winner is Jeremy Ledbetter Trio.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. This is such a huge honor. Thank you to everyone on the team who made this album come to life. First and foremost, the other two members of this trio, Rich Brown and Larnell Lewis. You're the musicians I admire most in the world. Thank you, John Bailey, the wonderful engineer who mixed and recorded this album. Yeah. Thank you to the Canada Council for the Arts for helping to fund this work. And I'm a very proud Canadian today, that's for sure, and every day. Thank you to my family, to my children, Layla and Dia, my wonderful, inspiring daughters, to my mom, who's here. Thank you for putting me through piano lessons by knitting sweaters. And, of course, my wonderful wife, Eliana Cuevas, my partner in life and music and everything. can't wait to see what's next. Thank you.
Classical Album of the Year, Large Ensemble. Luminous Voices. Newfoundland Symphony Orchestra Sinfonia, conducted by Mark Fewer, featuring Ayun Huang, Dintha Edmonds, and Mark Fewer. Orchestre Métropolitain dirigé par Yannick Nézet-Séguin. Orchestre Symphonique de Montréal dirigé par Raphaël Payare. Toronto Symphony Orchestra, conducted by Gustavo Jimeno, featuring Marc-André Hamelin and Nathalie Forget.
For Classical Album of the Year, Large Ensemble, l'album classique de l'année, Grand Ensemble, le prix Juno est remis à. The Juno Award goes to the Toronto Symphony Orchestra, conducted by Gustavo Jimeno, featuring Marc-André Hamelin and Nathalie Forget.
What an incredible honor. Thank you to the Junos and to CARAS for this incredible honor. Of course, this award goes to the artists, to music director Gustavo Jimeno, to Marc-André Hamelin, to Nathalie Forget, and to the brilliant musicians of the Toronto Symphony Orchestra. Thank you, Christian Girardin at our label, Harmonia Mundi, and thank you to the staff and the board of the Toronto Symphony Orchestra. Without your dedication and your support, none of this would be possible. Music is alive and well in Canada, and we are so grateful to be part of it. Thank you.
Please welcome back to the stage from SiriusXM Canada, Patrick Bateman, and nominated for 2 Juno Awards this year, including Pop Album of the Year and TikTok Juno Fan Choice, Preston Pablo.
We are so honored to be up here on behalf of SiriusXM Canada to present the award for Artist of the Year.
SiriusXM is proud to support Canadian artists as they evolve, and we're truly thrilled to be handing out this career-defining award.
Here are the nominees.
Artist of the Year, presented by SiriusXM Canada. SiriusXM is committed to providing a leading platform and support for Canadian artists through its significant financial contributions and North American-wide reach. Josh Ross, Kaytranada, Shawn Mendes, Tate McRae, The Weeknd.
And the Juno goes to Tate McRae. Too bad you can't be in 2 places at the same time, because I know Tate would have loved to be here. Thank you for this award.
Congratulations.
Give it up one more time for all the performers, speakers, and guest presenters you've seen here tonight.
And if I may be so bold, a big round of applause for our hosts. No, I don't mean us, but we'll take it. I mean our host venue, the Vancouver Convention Centre. Woo-hoo.
As a touring musician, I know, and I've known for a long time, that Vancouver is one of the greenest cities. But the VCC really takes sustainability to a whole new level. For instance, there is a restored marine habitat built into the foundation of this building. And the building's roof features more than 400 1,000 indigenous plants and grasses.
And if you checked your coat tonight, it's currently being used to warm baby penguin eggs. Don't worry, you'll get it back when they hatch.
Okay, we're kidding, but we're not kidding about this next batch of awards.
Album of the Year is presented by Music Canada, the trade association representing Sony Music Entertainment Canada, Universal Music Canada, and Warner Music Canada. Music Canada is a proud partner to the industry and advocate for the music community.
Winners of this category include Celine Dion, Let's Talk About Love, Katie Lang's Ingenue, Neil Young's Harvest Moon, and Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill.
Here are this year's nominees.
Album of the Year presented by Music Canada. Alyssa P., Josh Ross, Roxane Bruno, Suka, Tate McRae.
And the Juno goes to Think Later by Tate McRae. Now, Dav,
yes.
I know that you know a lot of people here, but guess who I just got a text from?
Who, girl?
Tate. Tate says, "Hey everyone, it's Tate here. I'm in Sao Paulo right now on tour, and my team told me about this amazing honor. I just want to thank everyone at the Junos and all my fans in Canada who've been with me since the start of this wild ride. It's really unbelievable, and I feel so full of gratitude to be recognized like this amongst so much talent." She wrote it better than I read it. "I can't wait to see you this summer when I'm back playing in Canada. Thank you so much. 5 exclamation marks, 2 hearts.
I just want to touch it for a second because I want to tell my 11 and 12-year-old girls that I touched a phone, that a text message from Tate McRae came through. Thanks. Also, a massive shout out to Josh Ross, who keeps standing up for Tate Ray each time. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Love you, buddy.
Thank you. And now, Alternative Album of the Year.
Alternative Album of the Year. Luna Lee, Nemesis, Peach Pit, Ruby Waters, Valley.
And the winner of the Juno for Alternative Album of the Year is
Nemesis!
Is it healthy or is it just familiar to me? I believe I died self-worth by validation.
Tonight, we've covered feminism, we've covered the effects we've had on global warming, but everybody's failed to mention the elephant in the room, the Palestinian that's in the room. I look around in this room, and the people I relate most to are the Indigenous people, because I too am Indigenous somewhere, and I can't even perform this album there yet. I want to thank my manager, Chaz Bryan, because when I was dropped and left stranded with no label, no nothing, end of 2023, I had nobody but my parents and Chaz standing by me, and we didn't even know if this album was going to come out. Tonight I heard so many labels being thanked, so many labels being mentioned. Labels have money. Money pays for spots, pays for albums. I'm being cut off. Artists need money to make art. I was cut off and left with nothing. And this album still came out because of you, Chaz, because of my parents and the people of Palestine. I will perform this album there, and I love you.
Pop Album of the Year: Alexander Stewart, Jamie Fine, Preston Pablo, Shawn Mendes, Tate McRae.
Can we just give it up one more time for Nemesis? So much courage, thank you. The Juno Award for Pop Album of the Year goes to Tate McRae. And y'all congratulations, Tate. I will accept this award on your behalf.
Rap Single of the Year: Classified, Havaya Mighty, Jesse Reyes, Snotty Nose Rez Kids, Soulja A Lost.
Couldn't hear you. The winner of the Juno for Rap Single of the Year is Shut Up by Jesse Reyes. Jessie could not be here this evening as she just released her brand new album, which is awesome, yesterday.
And you need to download it if you haven't.
Or
It's
buy
great.
it. But she will be here tomorrow for the broadcast, so if you see her, don't forget to congratulate her.
Thank you. Now, before we give out the last award of the night,
CBC Gem, CBC Radio 1, CBC Music, shout out, CBC Listen, and globally at cbcmusic.ca/Junos and CBC Music's YouTube page.
Sorry, I didn't catch the network. It was
CBC.
CBC, thank you. And it's hosted by the biggest charmer in Canadian music, Michael Bublé. Woo-hoo! He'll be joined on stage by Alessa P, Jonita Gandhi, Maestro Fresh West, and Roxanne Bruneau.
With performances from Aquila, Baby No Money, Chani Natan, Interpol Moga, Jazzy B with G minor, Joss Ross, Nemesis, Peach Fit, Snotty Nose Rez Kids, and Tia Wood.
Woo! What a lineup! And tomorrow night, Boy Wonder will be the first producer to get the International Achievement Award. And Anne Murray, the most Juno awarded artist in history, will take to the Juno stage to receive the Lifetime Achievement Award presented by the National Arts Centre.
And to top it all off, the Canadian Music Hall of Fame induction of international rock legend, Sum 41. Woo! The show is going to close out with their last performance ever, presented by TD Bank Group.
Okay, it's enough about tomorrow. Let's get back to the present because it is time for our last award. The Juno for Rock Album of the Year has been awarded to icons like Alanis Morissette, the Tragically Hip, Sum 41, and Rush, who are celebrating their 50th anniversary this year. Woo-woo! Guys, that is some pretty mind-boggling company to be in. Here are your nominees for Rock Album of the Year.
Rock Album of the Year. Big Wreck, J.J. Wild, Mother Mother, No Bro, Sum 41.
The Juno Award for Rock Album of the Year goes to NOBRO!
I always knew that singing about my pussy and doing drugs would get me somewhere in life, and I'm so happy I got to prove that tonight. Thank you to my husband, Chris, I love you. My parents, I always want to make you proud. Thanks to my dad who taught me how to play guitar. Tom Darcy, Dave Schiffman, Ryan Bassatuzzi, and shout out to my boss, Claude, who let me have the night off from bartending here tonight. Thanks to everybody tonight. Thank you so much. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Merci. Yeah. And our management, thank you, Neil, thank you, Logan, thank you, our entire Dynalo family. Bye. I thought it was only 30 seconds, that's all we had.
Oh my God, so good.
Well, Davenant.
Soups.
Guys, we did it.
A big round of applause for all of the night's winners, and cheers to every single one of the nominees.
You are the best in the biz.
Good night, everyone. Enjoy your night. Thank you.